Alright, Raymond just hung up with me. I was able to roll a joint with him on the phone, so you guys don't have to watch me do that. But while I was on the phone with him, my mom called me, and they flew out to Texas this morning. And I was like, well, what's up? Like, how's my cousin Kikito doing? How's my cousin doing? And she was like, he's doing all right. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean, Stella? I'm like, you guys like to fucking sugarcoat shit. You guys are fucking out there. He's in the fucking hospital. Like, what the fuck? Right? Like, what the fuck? And fucking, she was just like, well, he's getting a biopsy tonight or tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, for what? She was just like, oh, just to, she's like, well, he got an MRI done. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, and what did that say? She's like, it said that he had liver cancer. And I'm like, can't you guys just fucking spit that shit out and just fucking say that? Like, we obviously fucking know he's in the hospital because he's not fucking feeling well. And fucking, it was a concern for everyone, and now you're telling me, like, oh, things are okay, and then I have to, like, drill you so you can fucking tell me, no, things are not okay, and actually, he has cancer in his liver, and I'm fucking sorry, and it's just so fucking stupid. And I was just like, Jesus, fuck. I was like, well, go fucking pray to that guy and see what he can fucking do for you, because fuck, you guys spend your whole fucking lives worshiping this fucking dude, giving him fucking money you don't fucking have at all these fucking churches that you go to, and all your fucking tithes and offering, and fucking sacrificing your true will and desires because it's like against God and all these fucking things if you're a gay person and all this shit, like, for what? Just so you can fucking die and like get fucking cancer and live the fuck, like, it's just so fucking stupid. Like, I wish people would let go of religion and just live their lives who they are. And if you're a good person, you'll live a good life. And if you're a bad person, you're going to live a shitty life. And like, that's just what it is. There's no fucking, oh, if you're a good person, or if you're a bad person, but you repent for raping and molesting children for 20 fucking years, like, it's okay. God will still allow you in his fucking, God will still allow you in his kingdom. Like, I don't want to go to no fucking heaven where there's fucking pedophiles surrounding me, and on their fucking deathbed they ask for fucking forgiveness, and that's why they're here. Like, they weren't fucking repenting for shit when fucking they were shoving their fucking dicks in fucking the mouths and fucking assholes of children. Were they? No. So fuck them. We got a 3-gram joint here, folks, so this is going to be a nice 45-minute conversation that we're about to have. I just talked to Raymond. He's still working. He's like an hour away from okay, that's a nice joint. He's like an hour away from our house, so he still is out and about in the world. I won't hear from him for a while, but he wanted to just check in and tell me he loves me and he's thinking of me and all of these things. So yeah, I don't know. But where was I? Back to the Peanuts gang. Fuck Apple for that. Fuck Apple for not letting me be able to watch it, and now I have to go out and buy like a DVD player or see if Raymond's whatchamacallit plays Blu-ray. Huh. So anyways, folks, so that was last night, and then what did I do? When the kids went to bed, I came out here and smoked, and then I went to bed. Okay, so now it's Monday. Oh yeah, and so I was talking to Ray last night, and he was just like, yeah, my friend Jenny, one of his friends that I've been talking to on Instagram, like, she started following me, and we just like chat and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, fucking Jenny is up in the Bay, and she's been trying to get a hold of you all day. He's all, and I had to let her know your Instagram isn't active. I was like, oh yeah, you're right. I'm like, it's not. Well, it's not. It's not active. I'm so bummed about my Instagram, you guys. I don't think I'm getting it back. And you know what makes me really sad is I hope, like, all of my Ray K scares, like, I hope I have all of those clips on my in my Google Photos because they're all gone, and that was like, those are my favorite stories. I'm sad, you guys. I'm so fucking sad. But at least now I can start a new Instagram. I don't even know if I'm gonna start a new Instagram, but if I do start a new Instagram, if I do start a new Instagram, at least I won't have memories of my ex popping up, because those are the worst, man. It just, I would get memories of him and I doing things and all of these things, and it just hurt my heart, because I was just like, look at me over here pretending. Like, I put so much out there that our love was so great, and it was the best love and all of these things, and it just wasn't. It was just so mediocre and boring and, like, uneventful. Like, I worked, we would do things on occasion, and, like, I don't know. It's just not anything like the love in my life that I have now. So there's that. But anyways, back to the story here. Fucking, writes me up. He's like, Jenny wants to hang out, all these things. And so I hit her up, and I'm like, yo, dude, I heard you're in town. What to do? And I was like, do you want to hang out? You want to get lunch tomorrow? You want to fucking burn it? Like, what's up? So we made plans. She was like, my flight's at 1:30. I'm like, well, do you need a ride to the airport? And she was like, I already got one, but thanks. She's like, and if you want to do anything, it's going to have to be early. And I'm like, dude, honestly, I drop off my kids at 8. She sent me where her hotel was at. It was over by the Levi Stadium. So I was like, okay, I know where you're at. So I was like, there's going to be traffic in the morning. I could probably get there around like 9:30ish. She's like, that's dope. And I'm like, well, how about we go have breakfast, or we can burn whatever. She's like, whatever you want to do. So I hit her up this morning. I get my kids ready, drop them off. I wake up this morning, straighten my hair, get ready, and all these things. So I'm meeting like Ray's friend. I have to like make an impression, right? And fucking, I drop off the kids. So I wake up at 6. Takes an hour for me to get ready and get the kids ready, feed them breakfast. It's twin day at school, so they gotta dress up the same. And then I'm off to go meet her. It was like 45 minutes to get from here to Levi Stadium. And she's like, dude, girl, if it's too far, like, don't even worry about it. I'm like, it's not far, it's just traffic, my friend. And I'm like, and honestly, I just go to the gym after I drop off my kids in the morning, so I don't got shit to do, it's fine. And she was just like, okay. So I go over there, I roll a joint, or I fucking get there, go to Panera because I have to take a piss, fucking roll a joint, hit her up, and I'm like, hey, what's up, I'm downstairs. I end up meeting her. We fucking have like a super chill, like, hour and a half meeting, right? And I'm stoked because I had one of these joints to smoke with her, which we did. And then we smoked the joint that she brought from the company that she is affiliated with. And look, what is happening? This is not like a cigarette. So she leaves. She leaves me this joint with. I'm gonna keep this because it's always nice to have this when you like go travel places and you have joints that you need to protect. It's a good life hack. Keep these, helpful for traveling. So Christ almighty, folks. See that? She gives me a glass tip. And I'm like, thanks, dude. I appreciate you. Because I've been wanting one, and it's just one of those things that you don't think about. And then she gave me some CBD fucking cream. And then she gave me some CBD oil as well. So, that's fucking tight. I need to blow my nose, you guys. Hold on. Oh, my fucking daughter's master back there. I need to fucking wash those. And bear with me, folks. So she gave me some little goodies, and I super appreciated that. And then we burned it for like an hour, and just like caught up, got to know each other, and shared stories and shit. And then we went out to breakfast, and I met her sister, and I met her cousin, and her cousin's husband or something. And it was at this place called McSkeez's in Santa Clara. If you guys ever go there, it's really good. Everything looked really good. I had the chicken fried steak because that's what I do with eggs over easy. I thought the eggs over easy weren't going to pop because they looked a little bit overdone, but they still had a nice yolk, so I was very happy with that. But yeah, it was just nice to meet new people, you know what I mean? They were they were all from LA. I thought maybe they like the cousins lived in the Bay and they just like met up with them. But they all traveled from LA up here to go to the Niners game yesterday. Because Jenny and her sister are Colts fan, and her cousin and her cousin's dude are Giants fan, or excuse me, not Giants, Niners fans. Niners and the Colts. So I was like, oh, do you guys like travel for games a lot? And they basically were like, we're going to be coming up here for this, we're going to be coming up here for that, we're going to come up here for this, all of these things. And I'm like, oh shit, like, well then. But I really, really enjoyed their company and meeting some new people. And it was dope because the playlist, it was like Psychedelic Furs, there was fucking Morrissey, there was the Smiths, there was fucking Billy Idol, fucking Flock of Seagulls. Like, soundtrack was solid, right? I mentioned it like a few times, like, yeah, they're playing all the jams, right? Like, and it's funny because they were all obviously way older than me. Like, they were definitely in their early 40s. And here's little 35-year-old Krystal. I can party with the best of them because I have an eclectic and eccentric taste in music. I have a wide range of musical fucking taste, and it makes me happy because one of my fucking classical songs that I introduced to my communications class at the beginning of it was like, introduce me to one of your favorite songs and why you like it and all these things as of right now. And everyone's like, I love Olivia Rodrigo, I love fucking Drake, like hella basic ass shit. And I'm like, actually, I fucking just found this classical song by this dude, and it's an epic and beautiful song, and I play it like 3 times in a row because I can just never get enough of it. And some guy was like, oh, I heard it too, and I just couldn't stop listening to it. And I'm like, yeah, it's great. And I just played it on Amazon and was like, this fucking song got to like number 2 on the classical fucking charts this year, right? And I'm like, you know why? Because it's a good song. And I just saw some fucking dude on TikTok have that song like in his background, right? It was like this like, I don't know, it was just this fucking dude, and he's having like like majestic, like a series of majestic poses and shit like that. And I thought it was funny. And that's the song that he's using in the background. Like, it's a good song, and it makes the point. And so I'm happy that song is getting recognized, because the whole album is really great, actually. I downloaded it. He's an incredible producer and composer. The fuck is it called? Duvol, Duvol something. I'll post it in the fucking comments, or in the description. But I super like it, and I'm super happy to be a fan of such great music. Anyways, what was I fucking saying? I don't quite know where I was going with this. No, I don't. Oh yeah, meeting new people, listening to music, and having a great time. Yeah. Music will definitely tie people together, and it's dope. So, after I left there, it was like, I don't know, like almost 11. I think it was like 11, because we went to the restaurant at like 10, and we were there probably for like 10 minutes, and then they got there. And then we stayed, like, we just chatted and bullshit for an hour. And then we went our fucking separate ways and shit, and it was super nice to meet her. Really appreciated her company and just her vibe and shit, you know what I'm saying? I was like, when I get in LA, we'll have to come over and have barbecues and shit. You can come on down and stuff. It'll be dope. Tell everyone it was nice to meet them. And then I drove my ass to Costco. And then I realized everyone's gone. It's just me, my fucking kids, and my stepdad at my house, because everyone else is in Texas. And they're all out there on one-way tickets. So, they're all out there on one-way tickets. They're all out there on one-way fucking tickets, and I don't have to feed a fucking army, right? So, I left the Costco fucking parking lot and drove my happy ass to Safeway. And then I got to Safeway, I just fucking kept it super simple tonight. I just fucking made spaghetti with fucking sourdough fucking garlic bread. Because I was like, I don't need a whole loaf of fucking garlic bread, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't need that. So I got like a small little round fucking loaf of sourdough, cut that bitch in half. I have the fucking garlic spread and threw that bitch on there. And like, Killian is just like, I don't know how hard it is for you guys to feed your kids, but like, Killian's hard. Ava, you could sit her down and be like, here you go. And she'll be like, okay. She'll just like start eating. It's fine. She'll eat fucking meat. She's not big on salads. But she likes meat, and that's good. She likes meat. She likes rice. She likes green beans. She likes some vegetables. Killian, he'll eat corn, and he likes breakfast. He likes my breakfast because they're normally full of hell sugar. Because back in the day, I used to make my kids like fucking strawberry rolled up French toast and fucking Nutella fucking pancakes and fucking eggnog French toast, like just hella shit, right? Fucking chocolate chip pancakes, fucking blueberry pancakes, anything I could put in a fucking pancake, I'll put in a pancake. Fucking banana nut fucking pancakes, and those are the best. Those have fucking chunks of banana in them with like fucking walnuts. Oh my gosh, sprinkle some powdered sugar on that bitch. It's so fucking good. Hella cinnamon and vanilla in there. And like ultimately, there's the super quick fast way of doing this, right? Which is like using a Bisquick or like a pancake mix or something. But realistically, all you're doing is like measuring out like however much you need, right? Like a cup fucking, or like a fourth a cup or whatever for how many pancakes it says it's gonna make on there. You could do the same with flour and make your own pancakes. And they taste a lot better. Actually, they taste the fucking same. Realistically, it's all the same shit. It's just all done for you in the flour mix, you know what I'm saying? Or in the pancake mix. So do what you want. Some people don't have time. Some people have time. Some people don't care. Some people want to. I'm a person who wants to. I am very much so a person. Like, now that I have space in my kitchen at my house in LA, like, my countertop is massive. Massive. And I just can't wait to cook in it and do it. I have my fucking KitchenAid mixer. I have my KitchenAid fucking mixer. I have my fucking measuring cups. Like, let's go. I got all my fucking baking things there. The only thing that I don't fucking have that I fucking need is a cake platter. Is the light bothering you guys? Ooh, how about that lighting? It was a dark and stormy night. If you don't know that song, you are not a real fucking gangster or a horror movie fan, because that shit is fucking iconic and you need to know where it came from. Anyways, I used to love that show. I used to watch that shit every day when I was younger. If you don't know, figure it out. Anywho, so yeah, I'm alone in the house this week. I don't know when people are coming back. I don't have to shop for massive amounts of people, and I don't really want to. Because I don't want to have to buy a bunch of shit and stock up on a bunch of shit, and then, like, tomorrow get the verdict, and then be like, you can leave on Friday. It's like, bye, right? Like, so therefore, I don't need to stock up on a million fucking things. Tomorrow, my stepdad said he would make some cheeseburgers. I'm just gonna go to the meat section in fucking Safeway and, like, give me 4 fucking patties and call it a day. Ava will eat a cheeseburger with no cheese. Killian will eat a cheeseburger with cheese and bacon on it. Because he is my Mr. Hefty. He is not a wimpy. Mr. Manny. And he's very smart and I love him. And today, as soon as I picked them up from school, I fed them. Oh yeah, so here we go. So, after Safeway, I come home. I put everything away. It's like 12 at this point, like 12:30. And I'm like, I'm really just gonna take a nap right now. No, what did I do? Let me think. I want to say it was like 1:45 because it was just before my stepdad was gonna get home. And he always tells me, by the time I get home, you're already taking a nap. Which is true. So today I fucking slept from like 1:45 and I woke up at like 4:20. I was just super tired. I think I'm gonna go to the doctors and look into this. But today my excuse for being tired was I heard my stepdad at 3:30 get up because he gets up at 3 and he like leaves at like 3:30 and I heard that and then around 4 which was only half an hour later, I started hearing my fucking mom, and then I started hearing my grandparents, and like, I just started hearing all of this commotion, right? And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I'm like, fuck, should I help them with their suitcase? Right? Because I was going to take them all to the airport this morning, but my ex didn't want to watch my kids because he had so many errands to run at 7 p.m. on a Sunday night. Like, give me a fucking break. Just a little bitch. He probably thought I was trying to, like, have fucking him watch kids because it was my birthday and he thought I was going to celebrate or something. Well, you're wrong. I will save the celebrating for my Los Angeles fucking life. But yeah, so fucking, I was gonna take them, couldn't end up taking them. My cousin the Bug came through, picked them up at like 5:50. Picked them up at like 5:50, drove them to the airport. And I was just like, should I help them with shit? And I'm like, no, the Bug, 19-year-old young man, super capable, works at FedEx. He can take those suitcases down for them. I'm like, I'll just keep my happy ass in bed. And then I did, but I heard them. And then at 5:55, my mom sends me a fucking text. I'm like, finally, like, closing my eyes, right? And like, I get a fucking text and I hear it because my sound's on, because I have to have my phone fucking sound on, in case like it's an emergency for Raymond, or in case and because I have to have my alarm go off. So fucking, she texts me and she's like, don't forget to feed Minnie. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then my alarm was supposed to go off at 6, so I had to like I had to fucking straighten my hair and shit, you know what I mean? So I was tired today, because technically I've been up since 3:30, since I'm gonna go with 3:15. I'm gonna go with 3:15. So I came home and I was tired. And then I made dinner. Then I picked up the kids. Then after fucking, like, in the middle of dinner, my class started. This class starts at 6:20. At 6:20 on Mondays, and like they were finishing up their food and everything. Killian was giving me a super hard time because he was like, I don't like red spaghetti, because I don't use spaghetti noodles. I use fettuccine noodles and red sauce and Italian ground sausage, right? And that's how I make it for the kids. Like when I make it for like adults, like there's mushrooms and fucking like there's shit in my shit, right? But not with kids, because they won't eat it. And it's hard enough with the fucking chunks of fucking tomato. Because if you look in Killian's bowl, unless it somehow gets past him, there's huge chunks of tomatoes in his bowl left over. But that's fine. Because what had happened was we're all sitting down to eat. Ava sits down, stepdad sits down, Killian sits down. I put down the fucking spaghetti fucking pot thing, and fucking he's like, I don't want that, I don't like that. I'm like, Killian, I fed this to you like a month ago. You ate a huge bowl. I'm like, you did the same thing that you're doing right now. And I'm like, where you're just upset and you don't want to. And I'm like, take a bite, and if you don't like it, you don't have to eat it. And he just wouldn't do it. And I'm like, that's fine. And I'm like, well, that's what you're eating. I'm not making you anything else. I'm like, this is dinner. And I'm like, and if you eat this, I'm like, you can have some garlic bread, because he fucking loves garlic bread. I'm like, you can have some garlic bread. I'm like, and you can have a ginger ale, because my friend Jenny, she had like a 6-pack of ginger ale. She's like, yeah, we had this left over, we can't take it with us, I was gonna throw it out. She's like, and I'm like, I'll just give it to Krystal. And I'm like, I'll take that, because I don't drink carbonated beverages, but like, I do love me some ginger ale. And my kids also like ginger ale, and they don't drink soda either, and they're not allowed to unless they're at their fucking dad's house, because he's a fucking idiot. And so I'll let them have ginger ale, right? Like that's like the one thing that they know that they can have with me. Ginger ale, maybe on occasion they can have like an orange Fanta, as long as it has no caffeine. And I'm actually not really just like on board with the whole carbonated shit anyways. I don't know. And the fucking high fructose corn syrup and all that. That's another story. Anyways, so so he resists. He gets really upset. He fucking pushes his fucking bowl away from him, and I'm like, you can cut that out. And then he goes upstairs. And he's up there for maybe like 5 minutes, because we were all, me, Ava, and Joe were talking. and then I hear him come down. I hear him go upstairs. I hear him get upset. I hear him take off his clothes, close the door while he's doing it. He like slams the door while he does that, opens the door back up when he's done, comes downstairs. I hear him like waiting by the side, and I look over and I like catch him, and I'm like, hey, come have a seat, Mr. Man. And then he like shrugs his shoulders and like comes on down. And then I'm like, dude, just take a bite, Killian. And I'm like, I know you're gonna like it. And I'm like, so just do that for me. And I'm like, I wouldn't make you eat something that you don't like. And I'm like, so just try it. So come on. And so come on, just try it. And then he did. And then he didn't say anything. And then he ate the rest of that bowl. And then he was like, Mom, can I have a piece of bread? And I was like, yes, Killian, you can have a piece of bread. And then my class started. And when my class started and I was just like in class, like I looked and Ava and Killian were both. Ava finished her fucking bowl. She wasn't even complaining. She was just eating her bowl and eating her bread as she went along and drinking her ginger ale. And Killian, he had like his fucking bowl that he was like getting into, and then the fucking bread. And my stepdad came in and he was like, and I'm like, I'm like, yeah, do you see, you know, like, but like, because I was telling him, my mom does not have the patience, right? Like, if he would have thrown a fit like that, she'd been like, go to your room, blah, 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 right? Like, I let Killian do what he wanted to do and give himself a minute to get himself together, and then he came downstairs, and then he tried it, and then he hell liked it, and ate the rest of the fucking bowl, and then he had fucking 3 pieces of fucking garlic bread, he had his fucking ginger ale, and then he's like, Mom, I'm full. And I'm like, that's all I wanted, sir. That's fine. And then, like, just make sure you wash your hands, sir. Like, can we watch something? And I'm like, you can do that, because it was already, like 6:30 at that time. And so from 6:30 to 7:20, they got to fucking watch whatever the fuck they wanted in my room. And then, cause I know what the fuck's going on with the fucking TV in their room. It's like, the fucking, I don't know, it's just so fucking, why everyone doesn't just have fucking Hulu and Chromecast shit from their phone to the TV, I don't know. But they should. Anyways. So they watch something in my room, and then at 7:20 we have a break in my class, and I'm like, gotta go put him in bed, and I did that, and they were asleep within 20 minutes. And it's one of those, like, my professor gets it. Because the kids have, like, I've, like, been, like, talking, and the kids have, like, came up behind me, and I've just been, like, or I've had to, like, turn off the video immediately, and they're like, no, I get it, it's fine. I'm like, dude, it's just so fucking difficult. Like, it's just so fucking hard. You just have so many things, you know what I'm saying? So many things going on around you at home that you still have to be present for. And so my class on Monday is from 6:30 or 6:20 to 8:20. And it's literally the worst time, because I feel like Mondays are just so fucking busy, and then we have class, you know. So Sundays are shower night, or shower days for them, and then tomorrow's gonna be shower day for them. So tomorrow we're gonna do, I'm trying to incorporate homework before, right? Like, before they get comfortable, because once they get comfortable, that's it. Trying to get them downstairs and, like, in their fucking school mode. Sometimes it's really easy, and sometimes the challenge is just like, you guys, this is why we need to just do our homework when we get home. So we're just gonna run with that tomorrow. Killian needs to do some fucking homework online. Fucking Ava needs to do some sight words. Ava's so good with her sight words. Like, I'm so fucking proud of her. And everywhere she sees them, she's like, "My mom, that's a sight word." I'm like, yes, it is. Everywhere. And she knows so many. I think she knows at least eight words now. And I think she needs to know 10 to be proficient. Or, like, to be, like, yeah, to be at level and shit. And I'm like, we could do that. I'm like, I think she's gonna be there. So, we just need to keep our reading and shit going, because Mondays are not good days. So Mondays, normally Mondays is like, all right, you guys, watch TV, it's time for bed, I'll tuck you guys in, good night, right? Maybe wipe some asses before bed, but that's it. And then Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then the weekends that we have are our nights to do, like, arts and crafts and and homework and fucking homework related games, because Ava has this sight word bingo that she has, and it's super clever, right? Because it's bingo, you see the words, you see them repeat, you hear them, you have to look for them, you have to sound it out if you don't know the word. The repetition is really good for the kids. So, oh, it's on me. I only have 57 minutes left on my fucking shit. I wonder why that is. But yeah, so these are just things. And I'm very proud of her. And Killian too. He resists on reading, but then he's reading, and I'm like, Killian, you're reading. And he's just like, yeah. And it's like, yeah, to be proud of yourself. So we need to get them books that they want to read. And fucking and all that jazz. That's a thought. Just thinking about some things. I'm gonna get some financial aid tomorrow, and I'm like, fuck, should I just pay off my car payment for next month? And then next month when I get my fucking child tax credit, it'll just be mine. And I can just pay whatever fucking bills I have at the time, and maybe it's gonna be it needs to I'm supposed to have Thanksgiving at my house this year. Like, that's just what the plan was. And I'm just like, how long is this court ruling, or this ruling gonna take? Tomorrow's gonna be 2 weeks. And I am just way over it. I have a cast iron pumpkin, right? And it's big. I think it's like 3 quarts maybe. And Ray's like, I put it out on the table because I feel like it needs to be out there. And I'm like, you're right, it does. And it just made me sad. Because he has the house all decorated. He's like waiting for us to get there. You know what I mean? And like, we're not there yet. Hopefully we can be there by this weekend. But, you know, we'll see. Hopefully the judge is looking into all of the prior, if I was this judge, hypothetically speaking here, if I was this judge and I had seen that I had been assigned to this case in previously, a year before, I would review that case. If that case was brought because of a restraining order that was requested, that was denied, but pushed us to family court, I would look into the restraining order and what was said on that. I would look into any other restraining orders that may have been filed against either party. And then I would fucking see what is being said in the paperwork that's been submitted from the defendant and the plaintiff. And then I would see how they coincide with fucking what each other's saying, right? And then I would also make sure that what everyone says is truthful, because, you know, like, these things, it all adds up, my friend. Yeah. And then I would fucking see who is, what is the word? What is the word? Help me out here, folks. Conceivable, commensable, it's the word, like a reliable source, but not, confidential, there's so many words that are going through my brain right now, I can't think of it, I'm over it, it's making my head hurt. But yeah. My joint is done. I actually have to go apply for my FAFSA right now, and complete that, because I need me some financial aid next year. Oh, and you know what's super dope, you guys? I don't know if I fucking told you guys already or not, but on the FAFSA you can add up to 10 colleges that you plan on attending. And I put down Chabot over here, and I put down Long Beach Community College, because I need to get my AA. It's probably going to take me 2 years to do that, because realistically I can't do full time. I can't do like 15 fucking units. It's going to be crazy. So I'm going to be at least in Long Beach Community College for 2 years, and I hear the campus is beautiful. And I hear Long Beach State University is also beautiful, so I'm super excited about that, and I'm really excited to like start that journey. So I was able to put both schools down, and I'm able to get financial assistance for that, because tuition is not cheap, my friend. Nay. And it covers it, and I'm thankful for that, because fuck that, my friend, for real. This shit's so fucking expensive. Like, props to all the people out there who did it by themselves and had to get student loans and are paying that shit out of pocket, because that shit's fucking crazy. Pell Grants, my friend. Go to FAFSA. If you are a student, or you are someone who wants to go to school, or if you're a parent and you need your child to get fucking financial aid, and they're still a dependent under you, all you're gonna need is your tax return from the previous year, just the information from that. You can upload it. I think you can actually go, last year it let me fucking sign up for FAFSA, and it connected me to the IRS website. This year did not let me, but on the website FAFSA, it'll like link you to the IRS.com, and you might be able to pull up your tax returns if you filed with them. But if not, you're gonna have to go to your fucking tax return. If not, you're gonna have to go to your tax returns and look up, I think it's just your total income that you made, and if you paid anything for school tuition and grants or some shit. I don't know. It's gonna walk you through the information you're gonna need. And then once you have that information, you find out the schools you're going to, you submit that fucking paperwork over. It'll tell you what grants you qualify from the government. I qualify for a Pell Grant because I'm a fucking single low-income fucking mom. And depending on how many, I don't know how much they give you. And I don't know if it's I think it's just like a maximum amount. But luckily that maximum amount has been enough to pay for my community college, and that's what's up. And then also, if you're going to community college for your first year, I believe it's tuition free, depending on your school. So go ahead and check out that too, and that'll be a really good, that'll be really helpful for you guys, for you first timers in school, because everything's so expensive. And then there's also programs within the school that you can sign up for, that'll help you pay for your books. If you join certain clubs, like I'm a part of an indigenous fucking club, they are like, we'll pay for your books, we'll do this. I'm like, fuck, I wish I would have known, but you have to buy them from the Chabot library, which is fine, because realistically, like, it's right there. You can get fucking cashed out. You can fucking pay. You can pay for fucking your books, and then you can keep those books. You're not like renting them from Amazon, right? You can like keep them. Like there's like 2 books that like I have in my possession right now that I'm like, fuck, I really like. I should just buy these out, because I'm renting them right now from Amazon, and I could just pay the buyout price and just get cashed out for that, which would be helpful, because I can't, because it's too fucking late for that, and I'm not buying it from the Chabot library. But if I did, that would be a thing, and you could just keep them, because a lot of these law books and shit, like, they're really good resources to have, and I wish I would have kept all my paralegal books that I fucking went through, but it's really expensive, and I just didn't. So yeah, so if you guys can do that and start your educational fucking life, and, do something that motivates you to be a better person and to fucking get the job done, and something that's gonna like make you feel happy inside and feel like you're contributing to society, and like, I don't know, if you're going to be giving money to Uncle Sam and paying taxes, you might as well be doing something you love. And if you're going to be having to work for the rest of your fucking life, you might as well invest that time into something that you feel is worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? So these are all just little tips from Krystal McSkeez's here. Thanks for hanging. I stopped smoking about 5 minutes ago, but sometimes you just got things to say. Successful stoner here. Look, it's beautiful. Let's get that. Let's get a close-up shot of that here, Skeezy. Here you go. I just love all of her fucking artwork, dude. Like, she's just so fucking on point with all of her shit. Grinders, fucking boobs. Grinders, fucking joints, fucking moons, fucking, like, all the success, like, I'm with that. And her name is Bridget. She is a designer from, she's a designer from Las Vegas, and she is just doing her thing out there, fucking creating artwork that she thinks is dope, putting it on t-shirts and selling it, and now she gets to live her dream, you know what I'm saying? And if I can support that, I'm gonna do that. She got shirts that are fucking for boys and for girls and for everyone fucking in between, and fucking all the things. If you're a stoner, if you're a fucking mean girl fan, she has hell of references for you, and it's fucking tight. Bratz dolls, fucking Dragon Tales, fucking My Little Pony, like, she's just fucking dope, and I just love all of her shit. So that's it, folks. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm on my way. I kind of want to get my Westlaw Edge paralegal certification tonight. What time is it? I feel like it's still early. Oh, no, it's not early. It's fucking 10 o'clock. I'm going to bed, bitches. Bye. Because I'm tired, and tomorrow I'm going back to the routine of working out in the morning. I'm like caught up enough on my homework to where it's okay. And that's fine. So that's all. That's it. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hearing me rant. Thanks for coming to stalk me if you want to do that. I don't know. I just like, don't you guys have things to do in your life? This is what I do in my life when I have free time. I come over here and I vent. I talk about my day. Why? Because sometimes Raymond wants to spin for an hour. And that's his therapy. That's how he gets his, like, shit out. He's like, I'm just gonna go spin. And it's just like, babe, it's all good. Like, you could do that. And Even when the kids are around, he spins. And that just opens up the doorway for them, you know, because now they want to learn. I don't know. It's just tight. Like, we all have our things, and I like to talk, and sometimes it's very therapeutic for me to get this shit out. And other times, I know it's like therapeutic for some of you to hear what I have to say. And I think focusing on yourself is just so fucking important. Seriously. Like, I have so much going on in my life right now. It's so overwhelming. And I just can't fucking wait to have a better handle on things. Like, right now, I'm caught up on my homework for research and writing, and my assignments for this week are due on Friday. So, and then on Thursday in class we talk about them. So that's helpful. And then on today's class, she's like, I'm gonna give you 2 weeks to get your assignments done. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness, bless your heart, lady, gosh. So I'm excited about that. And then my fucking communications class, he's like, just get your speeches in. I didn't get my speech in at all, you guys, and I'm so bummed about it. I need to. He's like, it's open for whoever to get whatever in whenever they can, whenever you can do it. And it's just like, thanks. Thanks, professor. Right now I'm up to 126% because another fucking extra credit assignment got graded. So I appreciate him for that. But yeah. We're working on all of these things, folks. Tomorrow I go to the gym. We're working on that. And I don't know. I don't think these cheeks are going to go anywhere. Me though. No, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But my legs are feeling good. And dude, I fucking was doing calf raises. Or calf lifts or whatever, and my calves are still sore, and it's been like 2 days since I've been to the gym, because I didn't go today either. Fail on my end, and that's fine. Did I go yesterday? No, I didn't go yesterday. But today I'm gonna go, or tomorrow I'm gonna go. It's gonna be starting back into the habit here. Because realistically, that's just where we're at. That is just where we're fucking at, folks. It's a good positive outlet. I'm not stressing out about homework like I was and being like, I just need to drop off my kids and come home and do homework. I was able to be like, okay, get a grip, Krystal. We're going to complete all of this classwork in this class, and then we're going to move on to the next one. And we're doing that. And we'll go to the gym and we'll get healthy in the process. You're capable of it. Thanks for listening, folks. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye.